What's up guys, how are you doing today? It's Aina here again, and today we have a very amazing guest in front of us. I'm here with Mr. Oluwatobi Ajayi, who is a Nigerian who makes cars. Yeah, makes cars in Nigeria. So today he's going to be sharing with us his story and his journey about coming about this awesome company he has built, which is called Nod. So what's up man, how are you doing?
I'm alright, I'm good.
Nice to meet you, finally.
Yes, after all the postponement,
Yeah, I know, you're a very busy person.
So we're just trying to make the country better.
Yeah. So today I want you to share with us your story. How did you come about starting up this company in Nigeria?
It started when I was the CEO of a dealership of Mercedes-Benz, and at that time, Mercedes-Benz was doing well until the recession happened in Nigeria. The Naira was not favorable to other currencies. So you needed more Naira to get more of the other currencies. So most Nigerians needed to bring more Naira out to get FX, which meant that everything that we imported into Nigeria, especially from Europe, was more expensive because you needed more Naira. I think the Naira increased by almost times 3, way more than 100%. So you needed more Naira to get the same vehicle. And that affected every brand, it affected Mercedes-Benz, everybody. And most of my customers who are transporters suffered greatly. So they couldn't buy their vehicle anymore. The vehicle they were buying for 9 million naira was already 20-something million. The cost of buying the vehicle had increased by almost 200%. The cost of maintaining the parts, because the parts are also imported. And we couldn't sell. We now became more or less a workshop company, after sales company. We had to start refurbishing customers' cars and the rest. And I felt, okay, you know what, there has to be a way out. I looked at why the vehicles were expensive, and I realized that it was because it was coming from these foreign brands and they were made outside. The wages of where they were being manufactured was expensive. So I felt that if we could bring it in here, and at that time there was this policy, the NEIDP, which is a policy that the federal government put forward to encourage investment in the automotive industry. So I thought about why not take advantage of this policy and start assembling vehicles in Nigeria? Why not go outside Nigeria and look for company manufacturers, what I call OEMs, original equipment manufacturers in Germany, in Spain, wherever, and get them. So I went to a lot of places where I initially, because I used to think that China was very bad, poor quality, which is not true. China can give you everything from top to bottom, the top most.
The iPhone,
everything made in China, so everything. So I just like most people, I thought they couldn't do things. So I spent a lot of my money, wasted my money going to other countries. Went to Germany, went to Spain, went to France. Even when I said that the prices were very expensive, and I wasn't going to achieve my aim of providing durable and affordable vehicles. Not just durable, but also affordable. But I get to the components in Europe were a lot more expensive. So somebody told me to go to Thailand, because I didn't want to go to China. So I went to Thailand. Then when I got to Thailand, that's when I realized that a lot of the components that I was getting in Thailand were actually being made in China. Then brought to Thailand and sold as Thailand, as made in Thailand or whatever. But originally it was coming from across the border, north of Thailand, from China. And I said, okay, you know what, so the next trip it was to China, and we saw a lot of people. We got a lot of components from China. We still got some from Europe. It's like most of our transmissions are coming from France. Partnered with some people, got the body, we still got a lot of things from China. Brought it to Nigeria, did the first few tests, assembled it, it worked well. This was like 2018. And then I saw that people liked it, quality was good, and the price was also very good. So imagine getting the quality of a world-class vehicle, world-class that you can sell anywhere in terms of safety, durability, for consumption, and you're buying it for about 60% the price you will buy a global or a well-known global brand. So a lot of people have keyed into it. In fact, right now we have issues meeting demand. We've been selling and selling. Yeah, you can see that's one of the reasons why we have to postpone it. Trying to ensure that we have vehicles on ground to meet, so you can showcase the vehicles. So it's been very good, and I'm very happy that the objective is being met, which is to provide Nigerians with world-class, reliable, durable, and efficient vehicles at a very, very affordable price.
So why cars? Did you always have in mind you wanted to start a car company? Because starting a car company in Nigeria is like, it's one of the hardest. Even selling, only a small shop and selling cars is going to be hard. People of starting car company, which is highly dependent on manufacturing in a country like Nigeria where we have all this.
It's actually very difficult and also very, very, very capital intensive. You know, like what you see as big money is kind of is very, you know, it sucks money in, like, you know. So yeah, it's actually very difficult. And to answer your question, that wasn't my original plan. The original plan wasn't to be in the auto industry at all. My dad was in the auto industry.
Oh.
Yeah, he owned when I was young. In fact, before I was born. In fact, he joined the auto industry in 1977. Before I was born, and he's been there. He started his own company in the late 80s to early 90s. Started a company called Squadron Motors. They were in Directed of Peugeot. Did a lot of things, you know, but the company along the line didn't, I don't know what happened, maybe policy change or whatever. I was really young then, but I think in mid-90s the company didn't do well, so he had to move to other things. He had to now start selling second-hand vehicles at that time, and that's how he just continued until now. So I had the knowledge. I'm the firstborn. I was always following him to the office to do things. I saw how he speaks to clearing agent, how he speaks to, you know, salespeople. I understood the concept of commission, all those things, you know, even at a very, very young age. So what I really wanted to do was to be a farmer. I've always wanted to be impactful. I like to create value. That's what gives me joy. And I think that makes me very different from a lot of people. I thought it was normal. Even to today, I don't understand how you want to live life and you don't want to leave a mark. I don't understand how, but I realize a lot of people are not like that. Even the money, you still make, there's no way you're going to be impactful, you want to make money. So I don't understand. But anyway, so I've always wanted to be impactful. I've always wanted to do something that, you know, so I'm one of the ways, which I still want to do, of course, is agriculture. I wanted to, all my dream was always to feed 1 million people. That was my dream, that maybe one day my farm will be providing a lot of food that will feed, you know, like millions of people, you know, so that, you know, you should try to picture in your head of what you want to. So that was my plan. When I was even in university, that, okay, one day I'll start my farm, then one day my farm will be so big, you know, I'll see trailers, you know, coming to the farm to pack farm products, to go and sell, you know. There's no way you're going to feed millions of people, you will make money. Even if you're making only 100 naira per person. So that was the dream, but of course, just like anything in life, even this auto, it takes time. So NYSC happened, you know, I went to serve, and along the line, I found myself in Mercedes Benz. I actually went there, someone sent me somewhere else, another auto company.
Was this in Nigeria?
Yes, in Lagos. So yeah, I served in Mercedes Benz Nigeria. Just across, it's not too far from us yet.
Yeah, I think I know it.
Yeah, it's not too far from here. After serving, I got retained, and I think I was very good. The CEO of Mercedes Benz Nigeria used to call me Super Toby. That was my nickname, like, because I was very, you know, I would like call it active, you know. Okay. So you know, I was quite young, and I was very active. So I was doing, I think, very cool stuff, you know, hardworking. I don't shy away from work, you know. I tried to, just the same thing, always wanting to add value, trying to make things better, trying to make the company better, you know, putting myself on the line, doing a lot of things. So at a point, I was shadowed the responsibility of the van division, making the van division bigger and better in Nigeria. And I think I did that very well. In 2013, the van division in Nigeria was the best sales team in Africa for Mercedes-Benz. I think in 2014, after we've taken the market share from almost 0 to like 7 or 8%, I went to the management to say, you know what, to consolidate on our success, we need to have a dealership. So I went out there talking to friends, family, anybody that I felt had the capacity to be a dealer, because I knew what the requirements were. I told them, and it was difficult. It was difficult. I was talking to a lot of people. It was difficult. Until I met somebody who said, you know what, why are you looking for somebody? Why don't you start looking for investors? Why don't you start looking for people who will partner with you? If you think the idea is so good, because I was explaining how good the idea is, how fantastic it is to be an authorized dealer, which is really good today, you know, but, you know, they're like, why don't you do it yourself? Is this good? And I was like, but then I was like 25, I was like, I'm really young, I can do this. They're like, no, guy, you're the one that reminds me that you're young, like, you do really good stuff. Go and look for investors, go and look for people who are going to partner with you and do this. And at that time, I knew you need a lot of money, about 1 million euros, bank guarantee.
Wow.
Yeah, you need a lot of building, to be a dealer of Mercedes companies. You need to have a lot of things, you know, and I just felt it was really difficult. So I said something to people, you know. Luckily for me, I met somebody who was very interested. In fact, he was even more interested than me at the point, you know. He was very interested and we formed a partnership and started a company called Jetvan. Yeah, he brought all the money, but he was really good, you know. And I brought the experience, I brought the workforce, I brought the network, the Mercedes-Benz family network, because I was there. And we formed the company and became CEO. This was 2015, I was 26 then. I was 26 then. I'm 32 now.
Oh,
Yeah, 2015.
Not so much at such a young age.
Yeah, so 2015. So I resigned from Mercedes-Benz Nigeria in March 2015. I resumed as CEO of Jetvan April 2015. So of course, Jetvan, everything went well. Selling units, selling volume, doing well until, like I said, December 2015, the Naira, crashed.
Yeah.
And that was when the idea of Nord. It's been playing in my head since, you know, when I'm young, just like the way I want to send I want to send a Nigerian to the moon.
Oh, you want to do that?
Yeah, but you know, the idea is there, but I don't know, I'm not really working to, but you know, some things might happen in future that you now just say, okay, you know what, yeah, I can build a space and do it. But so the idea is there, but am I really working towards it? Not really. The idea was there, it was a fascinating idea to start your own auto company and assemble your own cars, but I wasn't looking forward to it until the economy forced me to think, to look inwards. I've been to a lot of the Mercedes-Benz factories in Germany, Thailand, in China, so I know what it's like to assemble cars. Yeah, and I know it's a very privileged experience because you don't allow anybody to just go into the factory. But yeah, it's difficult, but something we can do in Nigeria.
Now that you're talking about traveling, were you from like a well-to-do background or like what kind of background were you from? Because when people always, you know, when they are saying things like, oh, maybe he's from, maybe he has like a trust fund or his family was like damages or
no, at all. Yeah. So my family, in fact, I don't want to say we're poor because I don't know if that would be the right word, but we're not rich. I even think we're not average. I think we're a bit below average. Things are changing now, but as of 2010 or 2008, we're below average. I'm being honest. So when I was born, my dad was very okay.
Yeah.
He was doing very well. He was in the auto industry. They were selling. Things were going really well. I had very nice toys. When I said nice toys.
Was any of them cars?
No. It was bicycle, and at that time, I don't know if it was a big deal, but my dad's company didn't do well, and it failed. It really failed, really, in excess. It just kept on struggling after, but it really failed around 94, 95. Failed. And from then it became very difficult, very difficult. My dad was, you know, all these entrepreneurs that were not really working, you know. So my mom was the one taking care of all the bills.
Yeah.
So it was really, really difficult. So it wasn't, and it continued that way until, let's say 2010, even 2011, it continued that way. I moved from a rich background. I actually started traveling when I got to Mercedes-Benz Nigeria. The first time I got into a plane was when I was young, when my parents, you know, maybe before I was 3. I can't remember. My mom said, okay, I flew to maybe Kaduna or whatever. Then when I was 3, I did not fly a plane again since I was 3 till I went to Germany. Mercedes-Benz took me for one training or so in Mercedes-Benz Germany. So basically, the first time I can remember entering a plane was when I was 24.
What are the challenges? I'm sure you faced a lot of challenges in business.
Yeah.
So can you give us like some of the challenges you faced? Because I'm sure I don't think there's any entrepreneur that has like started a business and everything has just gone smoothly.
There are so many. There is even one I just tried to quench the fire this morning. So there is always a problem, and this is Nigeria. This is just what it is. The business environment in Nigeria. Let's be honest. Except it's not an unpatriotic thing to say. It is just
no, you have to say the truth now.
It is a very tough place to do business. That's the truth. Every morning, every time I wake up, I see challenges. I see stumbling blocks that should not be there. Normally when there's some business problems are supposed to be there normally, but there's some that you see here, you be like, what is this? Like, why do I have this problem? I'm not talking about NEPA or anything or power. I've solved that one. There's generator, there's inverter. I'm talking about some annoying ones. Do you get my point? Like, I just heard a story now this morning. My agent just told me that because we have some containers at the port. He told me that yesterday. To bring a container out of the port, go and ask today is 24th of November. So yesterday, 23rd. Then anybody that wants to do fact checking, you go and check. From Tin Can, for the container to come out of Tin Can to the gate of Tin Can, as of yesterday, is 700,000. I'm talking about like 100 meters. So.
Why?
700,000. For you to go to because my own is parts now, I cannot drop it in front of gate or whatever. For you to go to my plant, they're asking me for 1.11 million. I'm begging the guy for 900,000 now. They never agree. Like, why would I use 900,000? That's more than $2,000. After how much did I bring the container all the way from China to Nigeria?
True.
I don't know if you understand my point.
Yeah.
So those are issues that you'll be wondering. And this is me that I even know a lot of these people. Like, I'm a people's person. I have networks everywhere. I call the container people, say the transport. I say, well, I don't know like this one, that one. And the man said that it takes them 1 week. I don't know if he's lying to me or not. That they have to be. It takes them 1 week if they go up now to come back to queue. We don't know why is the problem there.
I get what you mean.
Why should it take anybody 1 week to queue to go back in? The cost is passed to the customer at the end of the day. And it's a wastage. Even the truck guy is not making the money. Because he's trying to charge that 1 million naira because of the time he has wasted. So it's not as if even him is making any money. So those are some of the challenges we face. There are plenty I just gave you the one of yesterday. Should I give you the one of last week? Should I give you the one of how difficult it is to get your license? How difficult it is to...
So there's so many challenges. Why did you keep pushing? Why did you decide that, okay, why did I just pack up and go and start up this company and be like American?
You're right. So the truth of the matter is that as much as I like to say I'm value driven, there's a bit of selfishness to it. And what is that selfishness? It's my happiness. I don't think I'll be happy working somewhere, let's say in the US or somewhere in Canada or somewhere. I don't think so. I don't know. I like to create value. And I'm sure the society I'm creating value for is enjoying it. So it's also for my own good. So even though I'm saying that I like to create value to you, I'm creating value to you, I'm giving you better things, I'm creating jobs, it also makes me happy because now I'm in control in a way of what I want to do.
What you want to do.
How I want to do it. Even though it's challenging, but I'm in control a bit. So I have the flexibility, the liberty to try and create value as I want. If the auto industry is too toxic for me, I move to agriculture. I can do. But if I was in a paid employment somewhere outside Nigeria, for example, it's not even the MD, it's what your direct manager tells you to do. You have to do. So if it doesn't go in line with what you feel inside of you have to just live with it and be professional. So for me, it makes me happy that I'm doing my bit to make this country a better place. I will die one day knowing that I did my best for my country of birth. Just like any soldier anywhere in the world is going to say, oh, I fought for America, I fought for China, I fought for whatever. I'm doing my best.
So I see some of your car models outside and they look really awesome. So how do you come up with those designs?
I do a lot of the design also. I also have a partner, what I call an associate, that works with me. So we design what we want, how we want, based on a lot of objectives that we set out, a lot of criteria. So we get the steel, we get the engine, the transmission, the brake pad from other people. We add together, and that's how the designs are formed. So it comes from us. We know what we want. We go out there. We look for those that can do, because we cannot do a lot of it in Nigeria yet because we don't have the capacity and the rest. So we go to people who have done it before, who can give us the right to use what they've done before, or we go all the way from scratch. We do it and they bring it to us here, and we assemble it here in Nigeria.
Do you believe Africa is the future?
Yes, I think so. That's what the truth is. Africa is definitely the future, but it might just take so much time. I think all of us will be here when it happens. I think that's the truth. Africa is the future for a lot of reasons. the natural resources in Africa cannot be untapped. The way the world is milking us. Everybody knows that. The world knows that they are milking us. But it's not going to happen for a long time. Africans are going to wake up. The awakening is happening. And soon Africans will control their resources. They're going to do it like maybe the way China did. Probably even lock the whole world out. Our natural resources, we can control it in here. We may be a bit backward, but we will take our time to develop ourselves. By the time we come out, we'll be better. We have the oil, we have the steel, we have everything. And the world will see. So I think that Africa is going to not just be the future, it's going to lead the world soon. But this might happen in 300 years time. And that's why I'm trying to create some legacy so that maybe in 500 years time, when they are when they are reviewing the history, they can say, oh, somebody like me, championed it. When everybody was running over to Canada or whatever, I stayed in Nigeria. I stayed even how difficult that challenging it is, I stayed.
Yeah. Do you have plans of adding like electric selection to
Yes, we have. So there are a lot of other things that we've done in our R&D department that we've not just pushed out, because like I was telling somebody, and it has to do with my personality, so I'm very result driven. I don't like sensationalism. I like to say what I have done. You heard about Nord this year, but Nord will be making vehicles in Nigeria, not outside. We've been doing testing since 2016, but we've been making Nigeria since 2018, but we've not said anything because I wanted to be sure. I like to do the do before I talk the talk. For a long time, I can even share you pictures. We are done. We can produce an electric vehicle today. We are done with it. I didn't happen because I just felt Nigeria now. We will get there maybe in 5-10 years time. We have ATMs run. So even though people say there's no power, ATMs run on power. And we have ATMs everywhere. So the same way we have ATMs everywhere, we will create infrastructure that will power this thing. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's like someone trying to bring ATM into Nigeria in 1993 or in 1990, 2000, even 1999 or 2000. No, it takes time, this kind of thing. There's nothing impossible, but even the possibility takes time. Okay, I'll give you some sensationalism, some fantasy. So next year, we're going to launch an electric vehicle of the tank.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're going to launch an electric one of the tank. People have been saying that she even name it Toby. So when we solve that problem, when it becomes a norm for Nigerians to buy brand new vehicles, then we'll now bring in the luxury segment and the rest. But for the electric vehicles, we're going to launch that next year.
What's your advice to a lot of people out there who want to start a business, and also people in diaspora? Because I know there are a lot of people out there who want to move out to Nigeria and start a business. What's your advice to them? And also people who are here, young people who want to start out and be part of it.
You need to be smart as an entrepreneur. You need to be smart. You need to be quick-witted. You're going to be faced with a lot of challenges. You have to think on the spot. You have to provide solutions on the spot. And the decisions you make from those thoughts, you have to think things through and make decisions. Can make or mar your company, can save you money, can make you lose money. You need to normalize being a good decision maker. Because it's like a graph. At a point, if you continue on that path and you're doing the right thing, you would exponential growth. Financially, a lot of things you just shoot up. So be true to yourself. Like, do you have what it takes to be an entrepreneur? It's extremely demanding, mentally, physically, emotionally. You need to also be a bit selfless. You have to feel bad if people pay you for something and they don't get the value. You have to feel bad. You have to have grit. You have to be strong. In Nigeria, at least, you need to be tough. You need to be very tough to be an entrepreneur in Nigeria. The people are going to trade off things at you. There's scammers everywhere. People are going to try to scam you. People are going to try to milk you. You have to also be patient. And if you do all these things where you have that patience, in about 5 years, you will start to make a lot of money. And of course, with that money, you can create better things in life and do better things and create more value for people.
Awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing your story with us.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to link his page, his social media pages, and the website below so you guys can check it out and kind of get yourself a nut.
And you can build one. You can actually build it yourself.
Or you can build like customize it.
Yeah, you can customize it. Build it yourself. Yeah. Well, we're very global. We're Nigerian, but we do things the way it is.
The way it is out
there.
Awesome. So guys, that's all I have for you today. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.